Scientists have announced that the symbolic Doomsday Clock has been moved to 85 seconds before midnight, the closest it has ever been to a hypothetical global catastrophe. The annual adjustment made by the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists reflects escalating global threats, including nuclear tensions, climate change, unregulated artificial intelligence, and other emerging risks. The Doomsday Clock is a long-standing metaphor created in 1947 by the Bulletin's founders, including Albert Einstein and scientists involved with the Manhattan Project, to represent how close humanity is to destroying the planet through human-made dangers. Midnight on the clock symbolizes catastrophic destruction, and the number of seconds before midnight represents how close experts believe humanity is to that threshold. Setting the clock at 85 seconds to midnight means scientists believe humanity faces a higher level of existential risk than at any other point since the clock's creation. The previous closest setting was 89 seconds to midnight in 2025. Why the clock was moved? In their 2026 statement, the Bulletin Science and Security Board highlighted several major factors driving the decision. Rising nuclear threats, including geopolitical tensions among major powers and weakening arms control agreements. Climate crisis, ongoing global warming, and insufficient progress on emissions reductions. Rapid-moving artificial intelligence, technological advances outpacing regulation and global standards. Biological risks, concerns over misuse of biotechnology and insufficient global planning. Breakdown in global cooperation, increasing nationalism and adversarial international relations undermining collective action. The board stressed that while risks are increasing, there remains time for meaningful action if world leaders commit to cooperation and decisive policy changes. A call for global action. In response to the update, the Bulletin urged governments to pursue several key steps to reduce global risks, including reviving dialogue on nuclear arms reductions, especially among the United States and Russia, establishing international guidelines for the ethical use and development of AI, strengthening multilateral agreements to address biological threats and climate change, rebuilding trust and cooperation across borders to counteract global fragmentation. Alexander Bell, President and CEO of the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists, said that catastrophic risks are on the rise, cooperation is on the decline, and we are running out of time, underscoring the urgency of collective action. Looking ahead, while the Doomsday Clock is symbolic, its annual setting is closely watched by policymakers, scientists, and the public as a stark reminder of how many serious challenges the world faces. By moving the clock closer to midnight, the Bulletin aims to galvanize global leaders and citizens to confront these existential threats before they escalate further.